Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to BAi TV channel. Are you interested in hat embroidery? Are you eager to give it a try and unsure how to take the first step? In this video, we will address some most common questions that beginners have about hat embroidery, hoping to help you get started with it right away. Today, we are diving into a Q&A session specifically tailored for beginners. Hat embroidery is an artisanal craft that involves decorating hats with different types of threads, colors, and patterns. This form of art not only adds personality to the hat but also enhances its artistic appeal, making it more popular in the market. Even if you're a beginner at embroidery, you may have heard about cap embroidery. Many embroidery enthusiasts are interested in learning about business opportunities in cap embroidery and the detailed steps involved in embroidery hats. So let's get started with question 1. What hats are suitable for embroidery? A suitable hat is a premise for hat embroidery. Proper hats for embroidery usually have the following characteristics. First, soft fabrics. The more desirable materials for hats are cotton and linen, which are relatively soft, have a rough texture, are easy to penetrate stitches, and better to keep the stability and durability of embroidery. In contrast, fabrics such as polyester and linen are less suitable for embroidery due to their smoothness and high density. Second, simple structure. Embroidery hats are generally best with simple structures that do not have excessive complex decorative elements. For example, flat caps and baseball caps. Overly complex structures will make embroidery more difficult and may affect embroidery effects. Third, flat embroidered area. A flat embroidered area on the hat may be more suitable for embroidery. The brim and crown are common embroidery areas. For some areas of significant undulations or folds, embroidery may be limited. Generally speaking, baseball caps, bucket hats, cotton canvas, sun hats, berry, and tractor caps are all excellent choices. In contrast, some hats are less suitable for embroidery because of material and style. For example, straw hats. Straw hats are mostly compiled from natural grass and hemp materials, with good ventilation. However, because of the flimsy material, it is easy to be deformed and broken, so it is unsuitable for embroidery. Felt hats and leather hats. Felt is very dense material that is difficult for embroidery needles to penetrate and hard to embroider due to its hard texture. The same applies to leather hats. Ski hats. Ski hats are hats designed for outdoor winter sports or for keeping warm, typically made from materials that are windproof and insulating, such as wool, fleece, etc. The materials are thicker and softer, and embroidery may have difficulty penetrating and securing onto these materials. Sports hats. Sports hats are usually made of breathable, lightweight materials, such as linen, polyester, which are smooth and dense, and are not ideal for embroidery. And their surfaces are often covered with mesh, which makes embroidery prone to breakage. Additionally, since sports hats need to be ventilated and breathable, embroidery may hinder their effects. Hats with narrow brims or complex structures, they may limit the space and manner of embroidery, making it difficult. It is important to know that while these hats may not suit hat embroidery well, there are still special embroidery techniques, such as labeling and stepping, that can decorate these hats. Question 2. What's the difference between normal hat embroidery and 3D puff embroidery? Ordinary hat embroidery refers to flat embroidery on hat, can be pattern, text, or pattern and text combination embroidered on the hat. To increase the beauty of the hat personalized, 3D puff embroidery is a special kind of hat embroidery through the use of high density and high elasticity of embroidered thread, 3D foam, and other materials. Embroidery on the surface of the hat, three-dimensional effect of the pattern. Compared with traditional hat embroidery, 3D puff embroidery pays more attention to the three-dimensional and layered sense of expression and will have more visual impact. Ordinary hat embroidery can be done using conventional hat embroidery devices, such as hat holders, hat frames, hat drivers. 3D puff embroidery may require the use of more specialized embroidery frames, such as bucking frame, high-profile frame, multi-level frame, etc., to meet the requirements of three-dimensional embroidery. In addition, 3D puff embroidery is technically more difficult and the process is more complicated compared to ordinary hat embroidery. While the design pattern of ordinary hat embroidery is relatively simple, focusing on expression of lines and colors. When designing patterns for 3D hat embroidery, it is also necessary to consider the 3D effect, which is usually more complicated and delicate. While the design pattern of ordinary hat embroidery is relatively simple. Question 3. What is hat embroidery device? Hat embroidery requires tools that are different to others. Called the hat embroidery device, it usually consists of 3 parts: a cap station, cap hoop, and cap driver. A cap station is a tool used to hoop heads in place, often fixed to a stable surface such as a table when in use. It has a curved iron piece similar to the brim, which acts as a filler. In conjunction with the hat hoop, it holds the hat in place and keeps it flat. A cap hoop is a specially designed clamp that holds the hat in place and keeps it steady. It usually has an adjustable ring of tape, made like prayer straps, that are used to hold hats of varying thickness and ensure that the surface of the hat remains flat during the embroidery process. It works in conjunction with cap station to hold the cap in place, and then attached to the cap driver for embroidery. The cap driver comprises a long guide bar and a skewer drive. The guide bar is attached to the shuttle bed to move the cap hoop and the cap left and right. As the cap has a curved shape, it must be rotated to the designed embroidery position using the skewer drive. The skewer drive is fitted with a snap and 2 symmetrical protrusions for left and right adjustment, which, along with the hat hoop, ensure the head to the embroidery machine. All the 3 tools cooperate with each other and form a complete system of hooping heads and embroidering heads together. And that's a wrap for the Q&A session on hat embroidery for beginners. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section. We're here to help. If you find this video useful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share it with others. Have an amazing day and see you!